Okay, we're going to bust out of that break to listen to Senator John McCain, who is in Benghazi, Libya, addressing the rebels there.
Is a powerful and hopeful example of what a free Libya could be. A place where the dignity and the desires of all people for freedom and opportunity are respected. I challenge the critics of the international intervention in Libya to come here to Benghazi, to meet with these people and their leaders, and to repeat that we had no interest in preventing Gaddafi from slaughtering these Libyan dissidents, which is exactly what he had pledged to do. Had President Obama and our allies not acted, history would have remembered Benghazi in the same breath as Srebrenica, a scene of mass atrocities and a source of international shame. Instead, Benghazi today is a source of hope, and I have come here to ask our Libyan partners what more we can do to help them win their freedom. We're doing a lot of good already, and I want to thank the Obama administration for committing an additional $25 million for humanitarian assistance. The Libyan opposition leaders I met today are very appreciative of this life-saving support. However, there's still much more that needs to be done. After my meetings today, I am convinced that the following steps are needed more than ever. First, I would encourage every nation, especially the United States, to recognize the Transitional National Council as the legitimate voice of the Libyan people. They've earned this right. They've earned this right, and Gaddafi has forfeited it by waging war on his own people. Second, governments that have frozen assets of the Gaddafi regime should release some of that money to the Traditional National Council so that they can sustain, improve, and expand their capacity to govern justly. Third, we need to urgently step up the NATO air command campaign to protect Libyan civilians, especially in Misrata. We desperately need more close air support and precision strike assets, such as A-10s and C-130s. And I applaud Secretary Gates' decision to use a Predator aircraft to help in this effort. We can better identify Gaddafi's forces as they seek to conceal themselves in civilian areas. Finally, responsible nations need to provide the military forces of the Transitional National Council with every appropriate means of assistance to enable them to create conditions on the ground that increase the pressure on Gaddafi to leave power. That includes command and control support, battlefield intelligence, training, and weapons. I have met these brave fighters, and they are not al-Qaeda. To the contrary, they are Libyan patriots. To the contrary, they are Libyan patriots who want to liberate their nation. We should help them do it. We have prevented the worst outcome in Libya. Now we need to increase our support so that the Libyan people can achieve the only satisfactory outcome to this mass protest for universal rights, the end of Gaddafi's rule, and the beginning of a peaceful and inclusive transition to democracy that will benefit all Libyans. I fear a stalemate. I fear a stalemate that could lead to the emergence of radical Islamic extremists. Now, today I had an experience of meeting with human rights organizations who just returned from Misrata. To say that the killing and wounding of women and children is on the upswing in Misrata, that indiscriminate shelling is going on from the Gaddafi forces, including cluster bomb weapons. And then today I went to the hospital here in Misrata. I met or saw these young people that have been transported who were wounded from Misrata here to Benghazi. They're dying, many of them. They're brave young people who sacrificed themselves and their lives for their country. It seems to me that the call should go out to help these people enjoy freedom and peace. Well, thank you, and I'm ready for your questions.
Okay, we're going to step away from this. This Senator John McCain making a surprise visit to Libya. He was speaking to the rebels there, the Republican and political rival of President Obama, thanking the president for considering $25 million in humanitarian aid for the rebels and also offering American drones, unmanned planes to fight Gaddafi forces on the ground. We'll have much more out of Libya and Senator McCain's visit after this.